Hi, welcome to the show studio. Today I'm working on my 100 days project. Today, or this first one, is day 81. And I thought I would try the resist technique where you draw with a ballpoint pen and create an indent. And then you put paint down and then you lift hopefully everything except for the marks you make. But I think I had a couple of issues. One is I'm using watercolor paper, which is probably too textured, and two, I think I had way too much paint on my plate. I should have left it. I shouldn't have added the extra paint. But so I kind of wipe around the shape of the house, and we'll just leave the house there so that we have something on there. And I was looking at the print, and I don't think any of the impressions worked. So I just wiped away everything but a house shape. And then I thought I would do the just smush it all down technique behind it. Where you just put all the colors down and brayer away and hope you get a good landscape. And I mean, I do let it dry because that was a lot of paint, so I have to let it dry. So I put it under some weight and then pull it. But I wasn't liking where it went. Though actually looking back now, compared to what the finished product is, I like that better. But, yeah, I decided it needed more dimensions. So I'm creating a hill for the house to be sitting on. Just brayering one out. We're going to pull that. And then I missed the edge and thought I could get it by rubbing it that way, and I ended up with smears above. Oh well. You know, we're on day 81 and I think I'm landscaped out already. I know these videos are coming out mostly after the 100-day challenge is up. But, you know, your 100 days can start anytime you want them to. So I decided we needed a little bit more of a lighter sky, so I pull that, and then I brayer some on there. Trying to blend. It's not blending. And yeah, that ends up being my page. Oh, I do add a little bit more color on the hill just to make it look a little bit rounder. I'm just taking some purple, and it's quite transparent, and just putting it on there to round things out a little bit. Does it count if I take a paintbrush to it? I've taken a paintbrush to a few of them. So how is everyone today? I hope you're doing well. Today's a good day. I'm working. Well, I was working. I just got off. I can't even tell what color I've got. I think I'm just shading around the house to make it show up, maybe. I end up taking a little bit of the light blue color and just making marks around the house, like highlightish sort of things. And the paint's kind of thick, so it doesn't go on a smooth line. But voila, there is my landscape with a house. I think I do try that pen technique later, or have I tried it already? I can't remember. Oh no, it's all a blur. I have finished. So this is a piece of cleanup paper that looked interesting, so I decided to add just a little bit of purple. And so, yeah, it's going to be a landscape. This is number 82, really quick one. So I have a little bit of blue in the sky, purple, and some black mountains. Yeah. Oh yeah, if I hold that one up to the light, the reason it's all black is because that's the one I did in the last video with the sort of peaked mountains that I did in pen. So I did do that technique before. And did it with quinacridone nickel azo gold, like it's all a big orange print. A playlist will be in the description box below in case you're interested in seeing the other landscapes that I've created on the gel plate. So yeah, I count that, and now we're on to day 83. For this one, I'm just doing some blue, teal, white, a little bit of light blue, purple from Blick, and getting our sky. The streaks could count as clouds, right? I've got another cleanup print over there. Working on that one. That'll come up soon again. Alright, so now we're going to make some hills. I decided to go for Purple Hills. Purple Mountains Majesty. I think that's a song. Oh yeah, it's America. For Purple Mountains Majesty, above the fruited plain. Okay, I'll stop singing because that's silly. Alright, so we're making some purple mountains, and I have a ridgeline that I already had created for a previous one. And if you go back and look at all these, you can match up all the mountains. So I like that. I like the purple and the blue together, or teal, aqua. I don't know what color that is. It's a combination. I'm just cleaning up the excess on my cleanup paper. And I decided I needed a valley, so we're going to go with yellow. So I'm taking the yellow and mixing it with a little bit of white to make it more opaque. It's got to show up. I'm going to mix that up a little. Still very bright yellow. This is a really bright print. Bright colors. I decided to brayer that out. And I'll put a paper to make it a sharp horizon line. Oh yes, and I made marks in it too to make it more interesting. I was debating if I was going to put that right at the bottom, but I decided up a little bit. And yeah. That is, well, I'm putting my cleanup paper down, but you'll see. I'll put the other one down here in a second, I think. Pretty sure. There we go. Day 83. So now I've got this cleanup print with all this fun color on it. I've got to use it, right? I mean, it looks like brown mountains in the distance, maybe water back there, a green mountain, or maybe that's just, I don't know, that's something blue. So I'm filling in the little space because it was kind of, had a weird rectangular spot on there. We didn't want that. That doesn't look landscapey enough. And we're going to emphasize the mountains with a little bit of the brown. That is, I think that's my Hippie Crafter. burnt umber. And then I think I was kind of thinking shoreline, you know, like way in the distance. It's maybe a big lake, and we have this island in front of us. We must be standing really high to see this whole thing. And then that purple could be mist, like a low-lying fog. So I add a little bit of white, I think, and a scruffy brush to, I think it's, a real stiff brush, to just put a little white edge along that and make that a mist. And I'm going to leave the rest of it how it is, the yellow and everything down below, and not emphasize it too much. It stands out just by itself. And this is going to be my landscape number 84, day 84. What do you think of that one? You'll have to tell me which one's your favorite out of these. I've got one more for today. And for this one, I went back to my kind of traditional style landscape, where I pull the sky first. And as usual, there is remnants of previous prints on the pole, so the sky has inclusions. A little bit of green, a little bit of, might be purple or brown, I'm not sure. And of course, cleaning that off onto another plate, paper, which will probably become something eventually. And I'm doing a little brown and a little purple for my mountains, and just kind of mixing it with the brayer. And oh my gosh, my brayer is getting so thick. Like, I decided, like, I'd left it, and one day I went to do it, and it wouldn't roll. I had to clean the edges and stuff, but I decided I would save it and remove the paint after I've got 100 days done. But it is so thick, it's crazy. I'll probably do a little video or a short or something, I don't know, of me taking the paint off the brayer, if it turns out. Like, I'll record it on my phone. If it turns out, we'll do that. So now I'm adding a horizon. This one's just a real basic landscape. We got our green horizon. I went from dark to light. It's almost looks like water down there at the bottom. It's what you want it to be. But I think it's got to have a foreground. So, I have one more after that. This video has a lot. This one has a lot of prints. So I mix up some yellow and white, just using the brayer to do it. And then I think I take a paper towel and just, or dried up baby wipe, it could be that too. And just smush it around, just give it some texture, and then we're going to pull the print. And that will be, I don't know, yellow bushes in the foreground. Alright, so there's that one. That's kind of cool. I kind of like that bright yellow foreground showing up there. Alright, so this next one is the last one. I was looking at somebody's something somewhere. And they had these little And you could tell they were just abstract marks, but they kind of looked like bales of hay, or they could have been sheep in the background. So I thought I would give it a try. So I put the blue in the background. I used the neon blue that's really watery and transparent. And then just using my palette knife, I'm just making little marks on the green hill. We're going to make it a green hill. And yeah, just see what it looks like when we do this. The ones up near the top aren't, that I just barely did right at the top of the hills, not visible, probably because of the blue behind it. But there they are. I'm not sure that they look like anything. I guess I could draw little legs on them and make them look like sheep. That could be fun. Maybe I'll do that. And then I decided I'd make a darker green hill. This one I'm not going to put any marks. Well, I think I put marks into it, but it's not visible. Or it's covering up the marks from the previous print. That's what it is. It's covering up the marks from the previous print. Because I can see little spots. And I cover those white spots up with paint. Because they looked strange. I also decided it needed something in the foreground, so we're going to use some brown, a couple of shades of brown, and create some bushes and stuff around the edges. So I do this layer and decide it's too much light, it needs more dimension, it's very flat, even with the texture on it. You'll see. See there? I just felt like it needed more, so now I'm going to do another one with the burnt umber. Do another layer. And I don't want to cover everything up I already did. We're just adding some more interest. Put my cleanup paper on there, and there we go. And I'm dabbing away at it there too. And we're going to cover up those little white spots, and then that will be done. And I am going to go right now and turn those dots into sheep and take a picture and add it to this video. So you can tell me if you like it that way or not. Anyways, I hope you like these videos. I hope you're enjoying the landscape series. They've been fun. I mean, I do have, less than... What do I have? I have 14 left to go. Is that right? No. Yes. I can't count. Getting close to the end. But I hope you like it. Thank you, 22 Club, for hanging with me. I appreciate you, and I hope you have an awesome day.